What's going on? It's the KO Corner back after what can be called an historic weekend. Obviously, the biggest weekend in fights so far in 2017. Where do we start? We're going to start first off with David Haye versus Tony Bellew. I'm pretty sure everybody saw the fight. First round, I would say this. David Haye, I talked to my brother about this, and the anger David Haye came out with, I thought he was going to get caught. He was swinging wild. He threw boxing to the wind. He was trying to knock Bellew's head off. He was in there swinging crazy. Even Paulie called it. I don't know what he was doing. I said, when you go into a fight with anger as a boxer, that's one of the worst weapons you can have against yourself. And in that first round, he was getting tagged and just looking retarded. And he settled down in round two and basically took control and got back to the jab and the old David Haye. And then round five, I think it was, the injury happened. He completely tore his Achilles. He showed a lot of heart, and a lot of people's opinion changed about David Haye. He sat and fought the rest of the fight with a completely torn and detached Achilles. He had surgery today, I think it was, and he posted it on Instagram. He had to get it completely repaired and sewn back together. But he still fought the rest of the fight and almost caught and was catching Bellew with multiple shots, which is impressive. Could have knocked Bellew out. But even with a dead duck, Bellew still couldn't get Haye out here for another 5.5 rounds. So, in my opinion, had Haye not torn his Achilles, he would have blasted Bellew in the next 3 rounds. Not even a question. Yeah. And Bellew carrying this weight, he looked like he was kind of gassed into the later rounds. And like I said, he couldn't even get a dead duck out the water. So I want to see a rematch, but I don't think Bellew's going to do it, because when he described how hard Haye hit, he said, Jesus Christ. So I don't think he's going to take that risk. He's going to go for a bigger payday, try to get a belt. He escaped this time, and he knows it. That's why he's so happy. And like you said, I'm proud for him. He got this because now his kids are set. He said he can put his kids through school and their future is set. So I'm proud of that. But David Haye will live to fight another day. His image isn't. Nobody holds this against David Haye. People actually calling Bellew a pussy for winning, which I think is retarded, because even before David Haye got injured, he surprised me by taking some of Haye's best shots. And he stayed in there. He was hurt a couple times, but he stayed in there. He stayed poised. It wouldn't have lasted much longer, seeing as though he was gassed, but he proved a lot to me. Dude has a lot of heart. He deserves to fight at heavyweight. Props to Bellew. But I can't give him a win-win on this based upon when I saw the actual injury again in slow motion. I've torn my ankle and sprained my ankle severely, and that's nothing compared to the injury David Haye had. And when he came down upon it and popped back up, I automatically knew that was it. He was done. But like I said, props to Bellew on securing his kids and putting his name into the hat as far as heavyweight fights and championship fights. And I wish a speedy recovery to Haye. He's definitely going to fight again this year, he said, if he can, towards the end of the year. He said he's willing to start back from the bottom, which was humble. He didn't make no excuses, which is real. I respect that man for that. Next. Oh, man. Chad Dawson. This one hurts me. Hurts me and JJ01, because we were huge Chad Dawson fans. I knew people who actually asked the fight, and they told me Chad was looking good. Then I checked the Twitter feeds. They said Chad was looking good. And then I saw the Twitter feed update, flash knockdown, I think the 9th round, if I'm not mistaken. And I said, oh, shit. Hopefully Chad can dust this off, get up, and escape. Nah, it didn't happen like that. They said Fonfara stopped him via TKO. I saw the TKO. I forgot what round it was, but it was an early stoppage, yes. I will say that. But still, Chad getting caught like that while being in control of the fight, man, it's just, come on, Chad. And a problem with Chad has always been him not being able to go in for the kill. And from what I heard, he had Fonfara basically, some of the quotes I read, he was a class above Fonfara tonight. And he should have put him away or just played it smart. And the shot he got hit with when he was basically tired and stuff like that, I'm looking like, nah. He's probably just shook to the point now. It's just like, he might come back and fight again and try to claw his way up. But, man, it hurts me, man. Just to see that was my guy. and his punch resistance might just be done. You know, who knows? But man, I don't know. I don't even know if people gonna want to see him anymore like that. I just want to see what he has to say, man, or what the people in his camp are gonna tell him to do from here on out. That was on the undercard. I missed the Lubin knockout, but I heard he looked impressive. And I also missed the Heather the Heat fight. I follow her, and I want to see that. But it all led up to the main fight, a fight that'll go down in history for the division. The Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia fight. Nah, this is how I had it. Sugar Ray had it. There's been a lot of debate about it. Okay, we'll have another KO corner for that, where everybody in the KO corner gets to speak their piece. But me and JJ on one basically had similar cards. I stopped counting after like the 9th or 10th round because I thought it was Keith's fight to lose after that. JJ said he had him up 4 rounds. Sugar Ray Leonard said Keith was in control of the fight. Me and TC and other people I've talked to who was calling me and texting me throughout the fight saw it the same. Danny basically fought a defensive fight and was waiting for a counter punch. And Keith not only outpunched him, but outlanded him. And he was the aggressor. And basically, Danny didn't do shit, especially the second half of the fight. He, in my opinion, he won 3 rounds clearly, maybe 4. If that, you know. But it's no way, I don't see any way that Danny Garcia has any claim to winning that fight or even to be in the draw. Some people had it that way, and I'll let them come and speak their piece. But myself, my trainer, other fighters I knew basically didn't see. The minimum, I would say Keith Thurman won by 2 rounds. The minimum, but people had him more than that. I don't see how it was a split decision, even though I see it was the East Coast. But like I said, that's just my opinion. My opinion isn't etched in stone. It isn't the final. It doesn't speak for the rest of the KO corner. So I will let everyone speak their piece. Post another video. We can have a roundtable discussion. Y'all can voice y'all opinions on YouTube, or even call in and voice y'all opinions when we do the roundtable or the open commentary. But yeah, regardless of how you scored the fight, it was a great fight. It lived up to the hype, especially the first couple rounds. And the last 2 weeks have just been great for boxing, I can honestly say. Everyone's happy. Regardless of who you're rooting for, we got some great boxing, got some great matchups. And yeah, I'm pleased all the way around, you know. And like I said, we'll touch more upon the fight, what this means for that division. A lot of people are throwing Errol Spence's name around for the next fight, and who knows, after the Kell Brook fight, that's what I'm interested in seeing. But who knows? Like I said, boxing is a beautiful thing, and I would like to see more boxing on regular TV like that. And that's the one thing MMA has, is even though it's an inferior product, it's everywhere and it's constantly promoted. And I think the arrogance of boxing, knowing this is a superior product and knowing people actually will pay to see it and it's not going anywhere, is that they feel as though they can put it on pay-per-view. Fights that don't even make sense on pay-per-view, they can put it on pay-per-view and people will still buy it. Or they can have all the fights on regular television, on premium channels on cable, and people are still subscribed to get those fights. You just can't take that for granted. You can't take boxing fans for granted like that. Put more mega fights like this on TV, even basic cable, and that'll solve a lot of the problems and promote the fights more. You know, people know who Keith Thurman is, people know who Danny Garcia is, but just promote it. Like a lot of these MMA fights, they're promoted and they hype them up to be something they're not, but people tune in. And the whole boxing, it'll speak for itself. Yes, it will for the diehards, but bring people in, you know, because I know people who actually want to watch boxing, but it doesn't come on regular TV enough, and a lot of people can't afford cable now with the state of the economy. So put more fights on regular TV, showcase these great fighters, man, and boxing will work its way. Everything work its way out, you know. But that's enough. Like I said, we'll have the roundtable, open commentary, and let everybody else speak their opinions on how they scored the fight, how they saw the fight. Shouts out to the homeboy Ravi. I was talking with him through the fights. He's got a lot of love for him and JJ. Signing out, KO Corner. Peace.